Oh boy, here we go. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so just go ahead and shut this. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go take a look at our current status of the NimbleList. I know I commented a bunch of stuff out, so we're gonna pop into I think it's all in the REST server. Alright. Song list, play, NimbleList ID. So let's go ahead and uncomment this puppy. So we create a playlist, and then we get our feature list. We have our serializer, track feature collection, features DB. Alright, you know what? We don't need this anymore. I don't think we need the features DB. Let's go ahead and do comment that out again. Alright, so the reference song. So the ID must be the track ID. So what we'll have to do is the reference song has to be the originating track reference. Okay, so we can't do that. We want a come on back up here. So this returns, here's our song list. So why don't we do, see, so this feature list thing here is, yeah, playlist. Alright, so we'll, you know what, we're just going to do this. Okay, And actually, we're not going to do this yet. We're going to return convert serialized object playlist. Alright. We'll return that. Okay, now first off, let's just go ahead and do this. And we're going to do and region. And I want a region up here. Old code. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna get our list, or get our song, right? And we have to get our server settings, so what you set your parameters to on the options. So every value that you set in here, we have to reference plus minus on all of the different settings that the songs have. So we can go, so we get our song. So the song, we're passing in the ID. So the ID is retrieve parameters.id. Alright, so it's a, so I want to go song info reference song is going to be song list where the song oh no. Okay, that function's not gonna work. I need the read database. Where are we? Right here. Okay. So now this is just a void. So because it's in a different module, so I'm gonna have to make a function in here. So we're gonna have to pop into here, and we're just gonna have to copy this because I just want to read. I have to read the database into this module so that I can actually access the library itself. Okay, so but we will actually return a list of song info in this one. We'll call this get. Like that. We'll return an empty thing for it. So we read the XML, we song deserialize it to this, we can get rid of this, and list of song info. We're gonna do a DB is going to be this. We'll just do this, and we will go DB, and then we will return DB. Alright. So when I call this function up here now, I'll be able to go like this and get a reference to all of the songs. And I want where the song ID is equal to parameters ID. First or default. Alright. So there's our reference song. So that is going to have, if I do reference song, Spotify descriptors, it will have all of the Spotify descriptors for this song. So what we want to do is we want to go through every single property that exists, and we're going to check if it's within range of our server settings. So we need to grab the server settings. So do we have access to server config? We do. NimbleList parameters. Okay, so there's our parameters. So we'll do it really dirty right now. For each var song in song list, if song ID is not equal to reference song, you know what, it doesn't matter if it is, because if you like the song, you add the song to it as well. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to go, we need a way to quickly check if it matches all or none, or like all of the parameters, right? So we probably should make a function in here. In fact, I had, this is the old one, right? So this here is a function that checks if it's in range. So is in range, and you pass in the value, and it returns true or false. So now my value is, the minimum tempo is going to be okay, the tempo is a percentage. Most of these are values, plus or minus, but the tempo, I kind of want to make it a percentage, because the tempo can vary from 10 beats per minute or whatever, all the way up to like 400. You know, there's a wide variety of music out there. So if we do if the value we pass in is in tempo range, so we have to set the min tempo. So the min tempo is going to be server config NimbleList BPM minus we want the reference song Spotify descriptors BPM minus this value divided by 10. Oh, I see, even here it was a number and not a percentage. But you know what, that doesn't matter. Okay, so now I wanted to do I actually have to do another check in here, because the one thing that the old system did not have is a check, or a genre check. So if song Spotify descriptors, no, genre is not equal to reference song genre, or we'll just say if it is, then we'll do this, right? So the min tempo is going to be the amount minus the, let's see, this is going to be a percentage of it, right? So I want to be if the beats per minute is a, let's say it's set to 5, we will multiply it, or we'll divide it by 1 plus this. Stop it. So we'll divide it by 1 plus the value in a percentage form should give us the lower end, and the max tempo is going to be multiplied by that value, and then that should give us the upper and lower ranges in percentages. Alright, so yeah, that'll work. Okay, got it. Okay, so we have tempo. We have a energy. Server config. You know what? Why don't we try and make this really easy? We should make a function that accepts a value, right? And we're gonna call it public int get lower range, and we won't pass in anything yet. Lower range is this one. Alright, so we need to pass in a song info reference song, and we'll just do we don't need the server config path. But we do need public int get upper range song info reference song, and we need the max tempo, and we're going to return, okay, return. So so what we need to do is we need to do the same thing we did with the properties, where we pass in the string of the name that we're dealing with, right? And then we pull that based off of the values within it. So let's do string property, property name. Okay, and then so that worked like that was in here. Yeah, right here. Okay, so if I want to get the value of something, it is this. Alright, so this is how I get like the server value is going to be the NimbleList get type of the property name and get the value of that. Okay, so that's the server value, and we'll put this in here as well, and we want to pass in a string of property name. Okay, so that's going to be the server value for whatever we're referencing. And we also we have our reference point, which we're using to calculate, and then I I need to replace the oh, I have to do this for reference song, Spotify descriptors. Yeah. And this is song value. Oops. Alright, so there is the two values. So let's go ahead and pull this down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go song value, and then this is going to be server value. And this is going to be a multiplication. Alright, so technically speaking, when we go and do our reference here, let's just get rid of this for a second. So now all we got to do is to do a get lower and a get upper. So if we do, actually let's bring these back. Is in range, and we're gonna do a if it's going to be we're gonna pass in the values. So I want the song, and I want the val. No, we have the reference and then the property name, right? So the property name, let me look at this again. So reference song and the property name. So I just need the two things. So I want to do song info s. No, that's not gonna work. You know what? Not gonna work. We're gonna have to loop through it in here. So if the genre matches, we're gonna loop through all properties and break when it fails to match. So we want a bool match is equal to true, so it's always going to be true until we're going to add playlist, add new NimbleList item, and this is going to be genre is equal to song genre, song ID is equal to song ID, and this is going to be, that's not how that works. You have to remember, this has been like 4 years since I wrote this, so trying to remember how all this stuff worked. And now that I'm rewriting it, I could probably just make it do whatever I want, but because I didn't have a genre in the original one. my song info again? Song ID is a unit, yeah. I don't really like that. The song ID is the reference song, right? However, I don't really want to pass in. The NimbleList is the ID of the NimbleList. But if I do a NimbleList and I pass in the ID of the song you want a NimbleList generated from, I don't want to create the NimbleList. I want to return a list of songs that you're going to play. So our playlist is going to be, I want to do add song. For each, okay, so we want to go through each of the string properties. So Spotify descriptors, get type, get properties, to list, string, so we're going to pull all of the values into a this local variable, and what we're going to do, match is going to be no if now I gotta remember what I just did here. If I want to know if the value is within the range that I give it. So I want to find out if the reference song and the property name I'm on, I'm going to get these two values first. So I'm going to get lower is going to be get lower range, and I want to do song. Nope, not that song. I want reference song, and I want to do property name, where upper is get upper range reference song. Okay. Okay, there's the upper and lower. So if how am I going to do this? I'm going to be looping through, so I want to check each one, and if they are all, I don't want any of them to be false, and I'm trying to avoid doing a whole bunch of AND statements. Why don't we do this? Target score is going to be this count, right? So the target score is going to be, we want the plus to be the number of properties that match. So what we'll do is we'll do if so now the song value, if song, okay, now I have to get the value of the song value, the value of the property for the song we're on. So if the let's pull up that song one again. So this is the song value. So we're gonna go like this. So I want to go if song value. Now I thought there was a new way to do this. Using between. No. Okay. Increase the score. Reset the score. It's already reset in here. Okay, so we don't need this. If score is equal to target score, then we're gonna add the song. Yeah, I think it might work. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a really big, long, annoying thing right now. We're gonna pull metal. This is gonna take a while. We need lots of songs. Oh wait, that's not gonna help because I don't have Spotify hooked up yet. I can't get the information. I don't even have the command to do it in here yet. Let's get rid of this stuff here. Options, don't care about it anymore. REST server. What is is this one? Okay, yeah, so this is the one that is going to, so the start Spotify queue is the one that gets all the information. It is uncommented. Let's try a small folder first. You know, let's actually add our commands in here. Okay, so in here we need a wipe database. We do not need this. We need is that, please tell me that's what it is. Yep. No. Nope. Okay, so I need to wipe database. Let's make a new function. Okay, so I want to go if system IO file exists songdb.xml. System IO file. Reason why I have to do the system stuff is because taglib uses and they did something bad. We'll put it that way. Songdb XML. So we're going to delete that. The songdb equals null, and then we're going to load get song. Rebuild? Yeah, it's rebuild. Like that. Okay. And this, oh, I have to bind it. Command binding wipe database command. We're gonna remove, and we're gonna add, actually let's get rid of this wipe. Let's add let's do Alice in Chains. So 76 songs. So now get Spotify data. Okay, so if I go here and I want get Spotify data command, and I want to go I don't remember what it was called now. Start Spotify queue. Okay. Let's check this function out. Just make sure. Alright, let's just give it a shot. What's gonna hurt? Worst thing is it doesn't work. I have no idea how long this is gonna take, and I don't even have any... Oh, because I didn't bind it yet. Command is binding get Spotify data command. It's going up, so it's doing something. Oh, it's locked up. I locked up the UI because I ran it on the UI thread. Alright, let's do this again. Let's try this. Alright, so it's not locking up the UI now, which is good. It's only doing 76 songs, so processed songs in 10,000. See, now it's, yeah. Okay, now I'm really curious as to what it actually did with this data. I bet you, is it doing the featured list thing? No. The song info should now have track details, right? So let's we look up as a Spotify ID. So why doesn't it... Oh, wait a minute. I bet you I'm not actually setting those values. Go get him. Go get him. Alright, so we're not actually setting the descriptors when we save. So we have to find the part where we deserialize the response. Get most popular track is the ID. Okay, so the features is supposed to be where it stores the data. Because right now when we pull the information from Spotify, all we're actually pulling is the ID and assigning it to the song, which is not what I want to do. So content, the minimum popularity. Okay, so this is when how I'm determining if I found the song or not. So I'm gonna recreate this function to return the actual data of that song. So, but it's not yeah. Best match song. If the item in this track's item popularity is within a certain range, best match song is this. Okay, so if we have the most popular track, I want to go I'm not going to return this. I want to return the... Is it the item? No. It is the track responses. Track info object. Nope. So okay, so there has to be a track features. Collect audio features. So, was I pulling the features separately? Oh, here's where it calls it. Okay. Okay, so I have to call this afterwards. So when I do no, that's different. Okay, so I have to call in here when I'm done. The ending. Ah, it's right there, yeah. Collect audio features. Okay. Alright, well, we're just gonna let it run, because I honestly have no idea how long this is gonna take. See, it's gathering the features right now. Okay. Okay, audio features gathered. Okay, what's in here then? Nothing. So where did it go? Stop. I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing and figure out why it's not actually saving anything. It's creating the file. Okay. Spotify ID list. This is gonna be... Oh, what the heck? Saved track features is my features collections audio features. Okay. So we're going through each song in the database. If it doesn't have an ID, we're going to go through each track features, index of the whatever. Well, the audio features index of is this. Okay, what is this? Index of the Spotify ID. No, it does. I wonder if this ID is the Spotify ID. Must be. Yeah, it has to be. Spotify ID list, add this. So we're looping through and adding the ID to a list that has valid songs. Splitting it by 100, that's so that we could do multiple song queries in a row. Okay. Here's our response. So this should be all of the IDs that are valid. Okay. I don't want to do this, I don't think. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out... We're going to break out the hammer. Okay. So all of these track feature collections, right? So these have all our danceability, energy, etc. We have a... Where is it here? Song info. Spotify descriptors. These are the ones I want to map. So let us go into So I want BPM energy danceability. BPM energy danceability. Loudness, valence, popularity. Loudness, valence, popularity. Acousticness and the release year. Okay. So what we'll do is we will go and we'll go SongDB, where the song Spotify ID is equal to alright. Oh, because it's a list where ID is equal to basically I need to find the song by the ID, right? That's the path by ID. I want to go song info is going to be we're going to call this the target song. Is going to be the song database where the selection audio features, where the ID is going to be the current Spotify ID that we're talking about, right? What is in here? Okay. The thing is, I don't know what this even looks like. So let's do this. Because I don't even know what this data looks like anymore. Come on. Oh, it's in a thread, so it's not gonna capture it, I bet. That's annoying. I want to go console right line response data and return. Okay, so everything else is going to stop functioning right now. We're going to go break. Well, that's not what I wanted. Is it still running queries? I mean, it hasn't, it didn't spit out my right line. It's very interesting. I need to know what this is. Oh, go away. Is it only like... Oh no, it's really... I have listened to all of these songs already. Or they're repeating themselves forever. I have no idea. Okay. I'm waiting for it to stop, and I'm gonna look at down here. Okay, so that was the end. So if I get a response good, still cannot find song now, that means that the function continued executing after it returned, and it's like threads that are ending. But I don't think so. I think it is done. It's just not doing what I want. Okay, so I want to make it die. If response data is not equal to null, throw new exception. Alright. Just cuts, you know, I need it to stop. I need to know what this data is, and it's like the only way I can think of getting it to do it. Nope. Not even gonna do it now. Wow, really? I mean, at some point it's going to crash. I'm going to make it crash. Okay, let's I'm just curious. While I'm in here, make sure we have our breakpoint. It's not even breaking. There we go. Oh, because it's not putting anything in here. Why? Okay, so this ID list, where's my song baby? Spotify ID is this. Oh, let's try this. Because it's not actually retrieving any, because it's already retrieved them all. There we go. You got some? No. There's no Spotify ID. Okay, that's interesting. So, if the ID is not 0, which is going to be all of them, it's going to do this. So why wasn't it doing it before? Because this is doing something really weird. I have no saved track features, which is my features DB. So there are no features in there. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna think about this. I might just redo the whole thing, start from scratch, because I don't want to use a separate features list. I would like to attach all of the descriptors to each song. I'm